Hello grade 4 and welcome to your third inquiry lesson for week 2 in term 4 2021. Your learning intention today is to be able to discuss the diversity of Australia's First Peoples, to be able to discuss the longevity of Australia's First Peoples, to be able to sequence information about Aboriginal people's lives and events. Your success criteria: I can identify Australia's First Peoples. Okay, so for your warm-up, I've included a YouTube clip for you to watch here, which has a traditional Dreamtime story in it for you to enjoy. Now, your task today is you are going to be completing a Venn diagram, which is at the bottom of this lesson plan, comparing the way of life Indigenous people have lived over time, comparing it to how they live today. Okay. So this is before European settlement, after European settlement, and what is similar in the middle here. You've completed plenty of these. I've enclosed some pictures for you to have a look at and compare. So in this picture, we see Aboriginal people gathering to socialise with each other and hold a ceremony. Do you think that this is something that Aboriginal people and settlers did? Do they do this today? In this picture here, we see Aboriginal people hunting fish and eel to eat. Is this something that European settlers had to do when they arrived in Australia? Is it something that Aboriginal people still do now? And here we see Aboriginal people doing a cool burn to clear the undergrowth to prevent huge bushfires. This was a way that Aboriginal people managed the land and conserved the bush. Is this something that Aboriginal people still do now? Okay, so if you want to have a look at more pictures of Aboriginal life before European settlement, you can click on this link and go and have a look at Joseph Lycett's his many paintings depicting Aboriginal life before settlement. So as I said, your first task is to complete this Venn diagram. You are illustrating the way of life Indigenous people have lived over time, comparing it to how they live today and how they lived before European settlement. You can complete it in your book, or you can use this teacher-made link to complete it online. Your second activity is to complete the traditional Aboriginal hunting tools word search, which is on the third page of this activity. I couldn't make a teacher-made link for this. I couldn't work out how you guys were going to use the pen. So this is something that you'll need to print out, or maybe you can use markup on your iPad to complete it. Then you can take a photo and send it to your teacher. I hope you enjoyed this activity today.